Choosing your WordPress infrastructure is without a doubt the most consequential technical decision your business will make this entire year. Right now, 56% of users are abandoning their hosting providers because they can no longer justify the rising costs. Modern sites require sub 200 millisecond load times, 99.99% uptime, and the ability to auto-scale instantly during traffic spikes to remain competitive. Historically, achieving that level of performance required either a massive monthly premium from a managed host or hiring an in-house DevOps engineer to build it from scratch. If you are paying standard managed hosting rates today, you are likely paying a heavy convenience tax for architecture that hasn't kept pace with these demands. The landscape has shifted, and you no longer have to sacrifice control to get that convenience. This chart compares the two models. On the left is the typical subscription fee for managed hosting. On the right is the raw compute cost from AWS for the exact same volume of traffic. A bring your own cloud model, or BYOC, reclaims that margin, often reducing hosting budgets by 80%. BYOC separates the software automation from the physical servers, moving your expenses from fixed monthly subscriptions to actual resource usage. This matrix evaluates the four primary hosting models across cost, performance, sovereignty, and expertise, starting with shared hosting. Shared hosting is the cheapest entry point, but it forces you to share compute resources with noisy neighbors. This results in unpredictable load times, making your site vulnerable when another account hits a traffic spike. Managed hosting is the common alternative. You pay a premium for the provider to handle updates, security, and performance tuning. The hidden cost here is vendor lock-in. You often face artificial page view limits that increase your bill as you become more successful. You also forfeit control over where your business data physically lives, as it sits on the provider's infrastructure, not yours. In many cases, managed hosting acts as a pricing arbitrage scheme, where you are upcharged for cloud compute disguised as a premium service. Let's return to the matrix and look at the DIY cloud column. Provisioning raw servers directly through AWS or Azure gives you true cost efficiency and total data sovereignty. The trade-off is the technical burden. DIY requires specialized DevOps knowledge, and you are solely responsible for the infrastructure if it fails in the middle of the night. This is where an orchestration layer changes the equation. It is the software bridge that makes BYOC practical for teams without a DevOps department. By connecting your own AWS account to an orchestration platform like Devpanel, you automate 99% of those infrastructure tasks. You eliminate the convenience tax while keeping a direct billing relationship with your cloud provider. Ultimately, the BYOC model provides true enterprise-level performance and stability, all without the massive expense of a dedicated DevOps salary. For organizations with strict regulatory constraints like HIPAA or FedRAMP, these distinctions are even more critical. Shared or basic managed environments frequently fail enterprise security audits because they commingle your data with other customers. BYOC directly addresses this by running automated, encrypted backups that stay completely within your own dedicated, isolated cloud account. In regulated industries, data sovereignty is a strict legal procurement requirement that only sovereign cloud architectures can satisfy. This decision tree simplifies the choice. Managed hosting is like renting an apartment. BYOC is like owning the house, but having a property manager handle the maintenance. If your priority is a hands-off setup and you have a flexible budget, then premium managed hosting is the path. You accept the 80% markup in exchange for total simplicity. But if you manage multiple sites, require auto-scaling for traffic spikes, or must meet strict compliance standards, BYOC with orchestration is the better route. You get sub 200 millisecond response times and maintain total data ownership. The choice is no longer about the software features. It is about whether you want to rent someone else's server or own your own. Owning your infrastructure is no longer a massive technical hurdle that requires a specialized, highly paid team to execute and maintain. Setting up an orchestration layer takes a few hours, but it changes your hosting cost structure permanently. In 2026, speed, uptime, and control are baseline requirements, not premium add-ons. Stop paying the convenience tax, remove the artificial page view limits,